we were out shopping. We went into Walmart and I noticed that there was this group of men. They looked like they may have been Indian, Arabic. They were foreigners. And it was at least 6 of them working together and 2 women with them as well. I guess me and my daughter must have caught their eye. They began following us through Walmart. I'm talking the whole time that we were shopping, they were following us through Walmart. One of them made sure that they stayed in close range to me and my daughter the whole time we were in Walmart shopping. They kept making this weird eye contact with us. The energy was just really, really weird. And I told my daughter, I said, you see how they keep following us? She like, yeah. So we kept shopping. We finished up our shopping. We kept shopping. At some point, my daughter said that she was going to grab books or whatever. Now, this was a few minutes before I let her know that I caught the fact that they were following us. When it dawned on me that they were following us, I kept calling out my daughter's name. Sayani, are you okay? Sayani, Sayani, Sayani. And I was doing it intentionally. My daughter kept saying, huh, the whole time we were shopping. We get in line to pay for our stuff. 2 of them stood by the exit entrance on both sides. The other 2 got in line behind us. They picked up a few things, but they kept putting stuff down, picking stuff up, putting it down. And then I noticed that one of them absolutely paid for nothing. The other one, he grabbed like some gum and a pack of candy. So then I told my daughter, I said, let's go down to the Subway thing, because y'all know a lot of the Walmarts have a Subway inside the door. We go down to the Subway thing. We stand in line to order, what we was getting from Subway. 2 of them that were at the entrance at the other end, they stood in line behind us. When the guy gave us our food, they turned and walked out of the line. They ordered nothing. They went out the door before us. So I alerted security to let them know that, hey, they had been following us through the store. I'm not feeling safe right now. Can someone walk me and my daughter to our car? So we went back to the far end entrance where we actually had come in at, where the clothing part at, it's a food entrance and then there's a clothing part. We went out that door. When we got in the parking lot, the guy noticed that security was walking us out. They noticed. They pulled off in 3 separate cars. They kind of pulled up the parking lot real slow. So we pulled further up the parking lot to go into 5 and below. We went into
This is why I always, prioritize your relationship with God, because he will lead and guide you, man. For real. Stuff like this I'll be talking about, it should be little stuff. Like I tell my sister, my mom, like all of my people, like, be careful. Women, be careful when you're outside. When you're with somebody, do not split up for too long. Do not split up for too long. Answer the phones. Answer the phones. Call somebody. It's people out here who's sick and wicked. The world is wicked, man. For it, the world is really wicked. It's a sick place. You feel what I'm saying? There's no way she's with her daughter just trying to have a good time. Do a little shopping. Mother-daughter day. Weird, wired individuals following them all through the joint. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's weak. That's crazy to me. For those who returning on here, I'll usually be, in a different setting. But I like this. It's like, it's my closet. It's like a what's the name in here. It's like no noise, like at all. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm able to stand, move a little bit. But back to this video, this is crazy. Always watch your surroundings and seek discernment, man. Pray and court God wisdom and decision making every day. You have to. People crazy, man. Only thing is, I wonder why she didn't leave. She went to 5 and below. Maybe she was like, maybe they leave a little bit, then we come out. But going in another store, knowing they still in a parking lot? I don't know.
5 and below. One of the same guys that was following us around in Walmart, he got out one of the vehicles that they were in, and he started following us around in the 5 and below. Every time he walked past me, he made eye contact. So the third time he walked past me, I said, I'm glad I got my gun with me today. When I said that, he moved closer to the front entrance of the 5 and Below.
My bad, Josh. My last time pausing before she bum and let her finish the story. But my mom does that all the time. One thing she do, she talk in third person. She'll be like, good thing I did so you can hear her. I don't know if that's third person or not, but she'll say it on purpose so you can hear her. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who they think they do. I don't know who they boop, 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 boop. Good thing I got this on me. Pop, 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 pop. To let you know that she aware. A lot of the times that's what it be too. They, you let them know you're aware. But situations like that, man, I'm just glad everything was smooth. I'm glad everything was smooth. But a lot of the times, my mom's tell me she do that all the time. Like, okay, but it could be a little situation where she just letting people know that she know what's going on. It ain't even got to be nothing like that. It's just, you just letting people know you alert. Even with just I see the video where this little girl or she was just standing by the bus stop and the dude behind her, just peeping. And I think she said something like her mom told her to like, boom, always make sure I see you. Like, I know what you're doing. I peep what you're doing. Because you standing there, that's when they keep going. You let them know, I see what you're doing. Get on, move. But this is crazy.
I noticed that there were 2 small young black girls in there, and they were making a purchase. They were in line behind me. And some said, don't leave them in the store by themselves. So I turned to the girls and I said, are y'all in here with y'all parents? And so the bigger girl looked like she probably maybe was like 12, 13 years old. Little bitty thing though. She said, no, we in here by ourselves. Our parents are in the parking lot in the car. Spirit kept saying, don't leave them in the store by themselves. Don't leave them in the store by themselves. So I decided to wait. It was a good thing that I waited. This was the scariest shit to me, y'all. So I waited. Just so happens the little girl was short 45 cents on whatever they were paying for. I gave her the 45 cents. I said, I'm going to walk y'all to the car. So I made my daughter get in the car and I locked the doors. And I walked the little girls to the car where their mom was sitting in. And so I told their mom, I said, hey, you can't do this anymore. I said, you see those group of foreigners that just left out of here and got in those 2 separate cars with that big white van? I said, they followed me and my daughter all around Walmart, and then they followed us down here. I said, they're looking for their next victim. This is a message to you black mothers and y'all younger women that are shopping. If y'all little bitty things like me and y'all don't have weapons on y'all, be aware. This happened on 12 Mile and Van Dyke in, I think that's Warren city limits in Michigan. You women, be more vigilant. Pay attention to your surroundings when you're out in these shopping stores and you're shopping and you noticing a group of foreign men, and they're following you through the store and they're constantly making eye contact with you. Be alert security. Alert security. These motherfuckers was looking for their next victim. Thank God that my intuition picked up and I caught it, because it could have been me and my daughter. Or it could have been those 2 little babies that was in the 5 and Below that we went into. Be careful when y'all out here shopping. Don't be just shopping and on y'all cell phones and got y'all AirPods in y'all ears and y'all not paying attention to y'all surroundings. Because I'm going to tell y'all something. Us black women and children, we are the last to be looked for. We are the last to make the news. We are the last ones they form search parties for. Be vigilant and pay attention to y'all surroundings. And if someone is following y'all through the store, and by the grace of God, we made it out safe, but we could have been their next victims. And when y'all come out the store to y'all cars, if there's any type of money on your windshield or in your door handle, do not touch it. Do not touch it. I am dead ass serious. My heart is still racing from this incident. Be careful, black women. Be careful. And stop letting y'all kids roam through these stores by themselves. They are not safe anymore. Human sex trafficking is real. It's real.
Crazy.
And just like they snatching those kids, they are trying to snatch adult women, catching them by themselves too. It ain't no hell in the way them babies would have been able to fight off 6 grown men trying to kidnap them.
6 grown men.
Stop letting y'all kids walk up and down these streets by themselves, roam these stores by themselves. They are no longer safe. They snatching boys too. Please be careful with.
Wow. Good thing she listened to God. Good thing she listened. People be like, oh, something told me. That's God. Especially if you have praying people, prayers of the righteous on your side. When you got people praying for you, even it be certain people who may not even believe as much in God as they think. But it's people around them, they grandma praying for them, they aunties, or somebody is praying for them. And you hear, oh, something told me to. That's God. That's why I'm glad she listened to God's voice. Let me tell you something. When y'all outside, like she said, man, too, it's even on just safety precautions, period. Pay attention. Be in the moment. You got to look around, see what's going on. Sometimes I be having to catch myself like, oh, I'm tripping. This music too loud. Hold on, let me lock in. You feel what I'm saying? And she's right. 6 men on 2 little girls. I'm so glad she listened to God and got them babies out of there. Because what if she just didn't? What if she didn't pay attention to it? Then them 2 kids, she would have probably felt bad. Like, oh, man. You know what I'm saying? And then now I'm thinking about it. It probably is a good thing that she went to the 5 and below to see the babies. Because if she would have just left, that would have been too. So, you know, God always work how he work. Because I'm thinking in the video, I said, why would she stay in a lot and pull off, get up out of there? They, you know, they weird. But it's actually a good thing she went in that store and saved them kids, man. Man, that's a crazy thing, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. But y'all, like, comment, subscribe. Y'all let me know what y'all feel about it in the comments. Man, put God first. Like, really listen. That's why you listen to the voice. Don't play. You pray and he let you know something. Don't play with it. Because in situations like that, if she did not apply what he told her, that quick. But love y'all. Y'all know what's going on, man. We going crazy. More reactions, more videos is going on. Appreciate y'all.